The world is a complex and complicated place, and what the IDUs try to do is demonstrate just a little bit of that complexity and how, when we're dealing with some of the world's situations or problems or phenomena, we have to take a multidisciplinary approach. All the IDUs, grades 6 to 10, had an overarching theme, and the theme was sustainability.
Grade 6, it's their first year in the MYP and therefore their first year doing one of our interdisciplinary units. The goal of the grade 6 IDU is to both have a great learning experience but also to get them to rethink what learning means in terms of how the disciplines relate to each other. For this year, the grade 6 IDU was focused on communicating about sustainability issues, specifically on Jeju. The girls learned from a scientific perspective. They learn about storytelling from language arts, and they also learn about how they can communicate effectively using the performance arts. The outcome for this year's IDU was a shadow theater performance based on being able to communicate the story that they wrote in the fashion of a fable.
One of the things we wanted the children to go away with was understanding how sustainability is a complex issue that connects social factors, economic factors and environmental factors. So we had to try to find out how the experience could try and bring that connectedness that is attached to sustainability into something real, a real experience. So the task they were set was that they had to create a short film, and the film had to try to encourage behaviour change. We were attached to a United Nations project called the Act Now campaign. And the Act Now campaign suggests 10 different sorts of things that you can do where aspects of your everyday behaviour can change slightly so that you can contribute to a more sustainable future.
So in grade 8, we combined humanities and design technology disciplines together. We were focused on a business startup idea. The goal was for the kids, for grade 8 students, to create a product or a service to help fight plastic pollution and overuse of plastic in the world. We are discussing reduction of plastic and overuse of plastic during most of our units because one of the UN sustainability goals that we are working with is climate action. Our end product was a pitch, a Shark Tank to an investor who potentially would like to invest into this business idea.
This year, for grade 9, during the IDU experience, we took on a different role than the rest of the school because usually we go to Canada. Unfortunately, this year we weren't able to. And so during this week, when everyone else was doing the IDUs, the grade 9 team was having a camp. We hiked Tansan, and that was to get the girls outside of the classroom and connecting with sustainability and to see the beautiful views of Jeju and to really deepen our sense of appreciation for the nature of Jeju in general. And what better way to do that than to hike to the top of a mountain and to take in all the gorgeous views and then bring that back to our community and make a mural and painting of it. And that's what we did. David Kelly led us in that. He had each girl create their own square, and the girls created a huge, beautiful mural of the view from the top of Tansan in order to carry that view and memory with them and leave their mark in the middle school.
Grade 10 Korean history celebration was a 5-day-long celebration that the girls did as they were researching into different aspects of Korean history. The IB is like an inquiry-based program, which means that we're really teaching the students how to not take necessarily a linear approach to solving a problem or understanding knowledge. We want them to ask unique questions and then do the research necessary to sort of answer or understand the questions. Each team was working on a complex project and they had to manage their project over the course of a few days. The big kind of conceptual theme that we had was identity. So exploring our own identity as well as our kind of cultural identity and the relationship between that. That was sort of the string that kind of tied everything together. Well, a big thing that the students learn just throughout the program here is about collaboration. Many of them joined projects that they'd never really worked on before, so this was a chance for them to kind of like research how to do something, trial and error, fail a few times before they were successful. And I think that kind of resilience of trying something and maybe not being successful the first time, or trying something new that you're a little bit unsure of is something that's really important as they go through the other parts of our curriculum, like into grade 11 and grade 12. They're going to have to take a lot of risks.
The IDUs are something that we are recognized internationally for. It's something that we're really proud of, the work that we do here at Branksome Hall. We're building the understanding and the ability and also the stamina to be able to do that work starting in grade 6. So that by the time they get to grade 9 and go to Canada, or grade 10 and go on their week-long trip, that sort of competency and stamina is already being built in.
One of the things that the girls like about the IDU, and one of the things that we like about it as teachers, is sort of everything stops. We are doing something different. The difference of not being in the normal routine lets them know that they're doing something special and doing something different. We're not learning separately, but we're learning together.